Yo, what is up, squad? It's your boy PinoE here, and I'm gonna give you all a warning right up front. If you're a Kanye dick rider, you might not like this video. Now, take note, there's a difference between being a fan of the guy, which I am, and being a rider of the D, where you believe he is never wrong, can't be wrong, and everything he does and says is dope. So with that warning out the way, we got a lot to talk about today. So don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. Now let's go. So let's start today off with Adidas, and more specifically the Adidas Yeezy 500 Utility Black. 2 videos back, I shared the release date for the Super Moon Yellow with you all, and today I'm here to share the date for the Utility Black 500. For any of you who pay attention to Yeezy, these were first previewed in the Yeezy Season 6 lookbook, coming dressed in a full utility black upper with tonal detailing featuring reflective piping. If you want these, then take note, the release date is July 7th on Adidas.com, YeezySupply.com, and at select retailers for $200. Next up, we got another piece of Yeezy news, and it's a first look at the Adidas Yeezy 350 version 2 Sesame. For this pair, we get a Sesame colorway with the upper coming in a light khaki prime knit, sitting on a matching boost mid and a gum bottom. I like them, I'll probably try picking up a pair, but damn, we really need a change to the 350, something to change it up and make it look fresh. It doesn't have to be a drastic change, but something like, I don't know, that sample pair that we saw last week with that translucent stripe, that'd be a nice change. Anyway, for this pair, we don't yet have an exact date, but they are expected to release sometime this coming August for $220. And last up, let's talk about some of the tweets that Kanye's been dropping over the last couple days. Again, if you're a dick rider, then maybe skip past this part because it's not for you. But let's get into it. Some of the stuff Kanye has been dropping is thought-provoking, but the rest is just bad life advice and bullshit. I'll let you figure out the bad advice, but let's start with this tweet first. According to Kanye, the Adidas Yeezy 350 sells 400,000 pairs in 4 hours. So I don't know what info he's getting, but it's bad info, or his head is so far up his ass that he can't count on his fingers. There haven't been any colorways of this model to drop 400,000 pairs, not even close. So that, my friends, is what we call false news. And then he mentioned something about 4 hours. I mean, shit, these pairs sell out in 4 minutes. The hype is real, and I cannot take that away from Mr. West. But let's keep this shit 100. The only reason the pairs sell out so quick is because hypebeasts love the resale value. When he increased production numbers just a little bit on the Beluga version 2, we actually saw those ones sitting for a little bit. If he ever dropped 400 pairs in a single release, they would be bricks. Something that hypebeasts love to say. So the only way this tweet can be true is if he meant that in total he dropped 400,000 pairs of all colorways combined, and that 4 hours is cumulative of those pairs, which brings us to the next tweet. He goes on to tell us that the Desert Rat sold out 250,000 pairs in 1 hour during Coachella weekend. I bought a pair, yes, I did it, I caved. Call me a hypebeast, that's cool, I'll accept it. But I could tell you that the pairs were sitting on the Yeezy site longer than an hour, so for that, I call bullshit. But 250,000 pairs? Nah fam, you lying. But let's continue because I really want to get to the math class. According to Kanye, the Adidas Yeezy 700, the Wave Runner, is Adidas's most requested shoe. Really? Yay, this is some more bullshit. Well, okay, maybe he's right. I really got no way to prove this claim, but I don't believe it. I don't believe that the 700 is more requested than a 350 or even the 750 or hell, maybe even a Pharrell shoe. I don't know. But if you believe it, that's cool. But let's look at the next tweet and then do some mathematics. Here's where I knew the guy was going fucking batshit insane. The bullshit raider was going off on this one, and at this point, he's just straight delusional Mr. West. Who are you kidding? You do not make as much as Michael Jordan in footwear. The man who owns a stake in Jordan Brand and, as reported, has made $100 million a year off his Jordan Brand products. Keep in mind, he makes this money selling millions of pairs of shoes and shirts and shorts and college brand deals and socks and headbands and wristbands and water bottles and everything else they put out. But we'll stick to the shoes only. So now it's math time. Now let's assume his numbers were right and they sold 250,000 Desert Rats, which they didn't, but we're gonna play along, and 400,000 pairs of the version 2s. And let's pretend they all dropped. Every colorway in a single calendar year, which again they didn't, but we're still gonna play along. We know that the Desert Rats retailed for $200 a pair, meaning they made $50 million off that single silhouette, and since version 2s retail at $220, they made $88 million of those, a total of $143 million. That's a lot of money, and that's fucking dope, but let's continue. So let's not kid ourselves. $143 million is a lot of fucking money. But you still gotta pay your retailers, and I'm keeping this on the high end just to make my point even more impactful. Let's pretend Adidas takes an average 60% of sales. The other 40 goes to the retailers. That means they're left with $85.8 million. But that's not all profit, because I'm assuming they have costs of materials to put a shoe together, paying licensing for boosts and all that other shit. So on the low end, let's say it costs Adidas $20 a pair. Now, remember, they had a total of 650,000 pairs. We multiply that by 20, and it costs Adidas $13 million to make all those pairs of shoes. Of course, we need to deduct the costs from the profit, and in total, they make $72.8 million. But wait, that doesn't really add up, because he makes more than MJ, so I'm assuming Adidas doesn't care about money, and they give him 100% of the profit from the shoes. But he's still not at 100 million. So what Adidas has to be doing then is reaching into their Adidas Fuck It fund, and they give Kanye an additional 27.2 million. Well, that doesn't really work either, because that makes him even with MJ. So Adidas reaches in, they pull out another million to make it a clean 28.2, so Kanye could tweet that he's the highest paid in footwear. This segment of bullshit broken down by math has now been concluded. And then he goes on, check this out, this motherfucker, and remember, I'm a fan of his, I really am. He goes on to say that there's been a lot of fake news. Well, no shit, bitch ass, you're the one spreading it. But he says, as a fact, this isn't an opinion, that Yeezy brand will go on to be the biggest fashion brand in the world. Yo, good luck with that, Ye. For his sake and Adidas, I wish them all the best. But to be the biggest, you need to sell in volume, and once you start selling in volume, your hype dies and your shit sits. So good luck, and let's move the fuck on from this topic. On to Nike, and let's start with this picture that I got up on screen, because I got a ton of questions asking what this is about. In short, if you're not in New York, then forget about it, because it doesn't apply to you. But currently, Nike is running a test pilot in New York, and you might remember me talking about the special New York Air Force Ones that came with NFC-enabled chips, and when you scanned your shoe, you could enter draws and different shit like that. Well, the choice is part of this program, and it allows anyone with the NFC-enabled shoe to purchase one of the two pairs being offered as a first-come, first-serve. The first pairs to come up in this program are the Atmos Animal Pack, and they dropped earlier today, and Nike does plan on rolling this out to other cities, so stay tuned. And up next, we got another pair of the Nike Air Max 97 OGs, this time coming in the perfect colorway if you're a Michigan fan. The pair comes in a wolf gray, tour yellow, gym blue, and black colorway, featuring the shoe's iconic 3M piping, sitting on a white mid and a black outsole. Some spots are dropping May 7th, others are dropping May 1st, so keep your eyes open if these are on your list, and be ready to spend $160 retail. Moving on, the next pair that we have are the Nike Epic React Pink Beam. I'm a fan of the model and of React. I know there's been a ton of videos comparing Boost to React, and the two are both comfy. They really are, but they're very different. The React, it's not as cushiony as the Boost, but it does provide more of a spring when you step, offering better bounce back. But I also like the updated Flyknit. But anyway, back to these. Ladies, these are for you, and they're dropping sometime this coming May for $150. I definitely need to get my feet into a pair of these one day. The Nike Vapor Flyknit Street. Seriously, check out some videos on these. That cushioning literally looks like you're stepping on a pillow. The next pair of this model to release is up on screen, and it comes in a white and wolf gray colorway, featuring a Flyknit upper with a sock-like collar, sitting on a massive React midsole and a white outsole. Don't have the date for these just yet, but they are expected to drop soon on Nike.com for $180. This next pair, I'm not really a fan, y'all can have them, but what you're looking at are the Skepta Nike Air Max 97 BW. This new hybrid combines the upper from the Nike Air Max BW in a clean white leather, highlighted with mismatched Nike swooshes, with the outsole of the Nike Air Max 97. Anyway, for now, all we have is this look at the pair. There's no word yet on when or for how much, but they are expected next month. And last up for Nike, really, what is a video without at least one new off-white colorway? The Nike 10 is now the Nike 16,577, and the latest model and colorway to be added to the collection is the Nike Air Max 90 University Red. Take this Photoshop with a grain of salt. I don't believe this is exactly how they're going to end up looking, but we're going to have to wait and see, I guess. The newest pair in the 97,236 collection drops this coming December. Let's move on over to Jordan Brand, and first up we got the official product images of the Air Jordan Retro 1 High OG Satin Shattered Backboard. And you know what? I like these, but I actually decided that even if they came in men's sizing, I would pass. I really love the colorway. The leather looks nice. The satin is dope, but there's one thing about these that I don't personally like, and it's the Nike swoosh. I'm not a fan of that embroidered swoosh. A flat leather or satin covered would have been better in my opinion. But that shit don't matter because I can't have them anyway. Ladies, Cinco de Mayo for $160. And last up for today, I was just saying in yesterday's video that it was weird that we haven't seen a leak of the UNC colorway of the Off-White Air Jordan 1, and well, look at that. Today we get a sneak peek. The photoshops were pretty damn close to what we're getting, and I'm a fan. Hypebeast, squad the fuck up, and let's roll out on these raffles together. Good luck all. June 9th is the date, $190 is the price. And that does it for today's video, everyone. If you enjoyed it, and I hope you did, hit that like button. If you're new around here, subscribe, join the squad. If you've got something to say, leave it in the comments below. And I'm out.